myself into politics. I have been contesting since 2010.
All right, there is a lot of work to be done, and make sure our leaders reflect the people they are supposed to represent. The more diverse a group of decision makers is, the more informed the decision would be. Until we achieve full representation, we all should understand we are falling short of ideas of our country. All right, our focus on the program this afternoon is the 2026 Ondo South by-election and what is at stake. And joining me on the program this afternoon, I have in the studios with me former special advisor on health to late Governor Akeredolu, and is the candidate of APC in the upcoming by-election in Ondo South. I'm talking about Professor Dayo Faduile, ON. Thank you for coming on today's edition of the program.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here with you today.
All right, let's begin the conversation from this. In less than 10 days now, Ondo State will be having a by-election at the southern part of the state. But why do you show interest, and what motivated you in contesting for this senatorial seat?
Thank you very much. Every district, senatorial district, has a representative that will take the issues or the wants of the people in that senatorial district to fall and to the table at the red chamber. Likewise, we have others who are in the federal constituencies who are also representing us at the National Assembly. But the fact that the Senate has a wider reach of 6 local governments in this case, and has a higher level of responsibility as per what the Constitution requires them to do, to ensure that the governance on the part of the executive arm is followed and good policies are put in place. Again, we have to look at how people in our different local governments are faring. We need to bring the problems confronting them to the fore. We need to see how we can use legislation to improve the lot of the people, and we also need to work with other legislators to bring good policies to the government, so that we can have a good government that can be effective for the entire country.
But how did you, let me just put this question in this form. You are known to be a medical doctor, but how did you manage to defeat the core politicians that contested against you? Because with the likes of Oladunni Odu, even former speaker from those state, because since I was in primary school, I've been hearing Oladunni Odu, and former speaker of Ondo State, and because most people believe that they got to know your name during the administration of late Governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu. But how did you manage as a medical doctor defeating core politicians in the politics of Nigeria or in Ondo State?
Well, it's not the first time I'm getting myself into politics. I have been contesting since 2010. I contested under the Action Congress of Nigeria for House of Assembly in 2011. I contested the primaries in 2015 for federal constituency for the member House of Representatives. And I had contested at a time 2 times for the governor of this state. So it's not as if I'm a greenhorn in the field. But apart from this, I have also participated actively in the politics of my medical profession. I had taken positions in the different state branches that culminated into me becoming the chairman of Nigerian Medical Association in Lagos State. I was the chairman from 2012 to 2014, and after successfully leading the doctors in Lagos State and doing very well, I was when it was time for Lagos Zone to produce the president, my colleagues supported me and I became the national president of Nigerian Medical Association from 2018 to 2020. So it's not as if I am totally a neophyte on the field, but we must also give credence to the leadership of the party in the state, led by our own governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, who gave a level playing ground. He gave some tactic support to ensure that everybody has equal opportunity. And with such youthful tendencies that I have brought to the field, I think a lot of the electorate, looking at my background as a professionals and as being youthful amongst those who are contesting, I think that is one of those major reasons why I was allowed to represent the All Progressive Congress at this time.
But the primary that produced you was not that loud compared to the 2027 election. So how did your party manage this? Because you can see what happened after the primary election that we are going to be holding in 2027, concerned about the House of Reps, the Senate. You can see the crisis is still there in your party. But how did your party manage this? Is it because it is not it's not up to a year that people are not showing that much interest?
No, far from it. It is an assumption that you want to say that it is not that loud. During the first primaries that took place, we have large number of people who were participating. So there are much more involvement of the populace than when it was
when I posted the graphics.
Yes.
Some people asked me that, but you are not the candidate from the southern part. But I now told them that the by-election, not the.
Yes. What I'm saying is that at that time, they were contesting for the Senate seat. They were contesting for all the House of Representatives seats, 8 of them, 8 different people, 8 different positions, and you can, if we have 2 per position, that means we have about 16, and averagely we have about 3. So we have 24 people plus maybe another 6 people, 30 people just going up and down. So certainly the heat will be much more. And in this our own, it was just a single one, it's an off-circle one, and we just have 4 of us. So you may not feel the heat, but the heat is as much as the other one. The only thing is that we do not have large number of people at the same time competing when we have more position than just one position that we just choose for.